when it comes to language learning, people seem to hate Duolingo, right? And there's multiple reasons why that can be valid, but I feel like there's as many, if not more, reasons why it's invalid, right? As a heavy Duolingo user myself, I only use it because one streak, but I'm also a Duolingo premium user. Bro, like I have a 1,400-day streak. In fact, I'm gonna prove it to you right now. Prove it to you right now, bitch ass nigga. Watch, watch. Make sure that shit confidential come on my screen while I'm doing this shit. Hold on. Super Duolingo. You know what I'm saying? Where my shit at, bro? My shit at? Goddamn. Look at this shit, my nigga. 1,400-day streak. You know what I'm saying? Shit all goddamn premium, bro. So like, you can't act like Duolingo is it's not the best of ever at all by any means, but it's a tool. You know what I'm saying? And people that hate on Duolingo for not being able to get you fluent are really dumb to me. Like, why are you like that's like being mad that you go into the gym using only dumbbells or only doing fucking lat pull downs isn't giving you a six pack or isn't giving you boulder shoulders or isn't giving you a crazy back, you know what I'm saying, or crazy quads. Like, bro, use the whole gym. Duolingo is just a tool to get you to a certain point within the language. You know what I'm saying? If you only use Duolingo and get mad at Duolingo for not getting you fluent, it's your fault. And people that get mad at Duolingo for using AI for the voices, like, bro, y'all complain about AI as if it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a lot of bad to AI, but there's a lot of bad everywhere with everything that you use. You know what I'm saying? You're acting like Duolingo is the sole bad, or AI is the sole bad thing in the world. And Duolingo using it is not any worse than your fucking phone using it. Your iPhone has AI in it. Everything that you do in technologically speaking, in with digital stuff, uses AI in some capacity, right? Like, what are we doing here, bro? Anyways, we got another video today. This one's called "I finished the entire Italian course on Duolingo," and you know what I'm saying. Like, let's see what he got.
How fluent will I get if I finish the entire Italian Duolingo course in just 7 days?
7 days.
We're about to find out. And I'll be doing an exam at the end of the video to see what level of efficiency I actually managed to get after powering through the entire course. Why 7 days though? Well, two reasons. First is because I just bought a ticket to Italy, which I'll be flying there in exactly 8 days, 3 hours and 2 minutes. And the second reason is because Duolingo actually offers a 7-day free trial of all of the premium features, which allows you to make as many mistakes as possible and actually manage to complete the course in that time
See,
period.
bro, like I said before in the video, earlier in the video, right? I pay for Duolingo, $20 a month, right? And oh, that's a lot of money for bro. It's it's whatever. It's a self enrichment thing, right? I like languages. I'm gonna use what I want to use. You know what I'm saying? Duolingo, I don't use it for the unlimited. Okay, that does help, but it's like I only use it for the street phrases, bro. There's been so many times, bro. If I didn't have premium for the over the past 4 years, what year is it? Yes. Well, it'll be 4 years next month of me having done Duolingo since that day in February, right? But it's like I've had so many times where I know for sure I did my day of Duolingo, and it didn't record my streak for some reason because of connection. It's usually when I'm traveling and my streak didn't connect, or the Wi-Fi or whatever, the server whatever didn't connect, or I just forgot for whatever. I usually don't forget. And I'll forget sometimes if I go to bed early, like if I go to bed before midnight, I'll forget. Possibly, or if I'm up past midnight, but I'm logged in doing something else, I'll forget. But usually, I only get it for I'm rambling already. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the video.
The aim is to obviously finish the course and not have to pay the entire year's subscription. Now, I'm well aware that spacing out your learning is obviously the best for long-term retention, but for the sake of this experiment, I really just want to see what is actually possible just using Duolingo. According to the Duolingo wiki, there's 66 units total for Italian, which is surprisingly short compared to a lot of the other languages. That means over the next 7 days, I'll be doing around 10 units a day. Each unit has between 12 and 30 activities. You get a guidebook to introduce you to new words, some simple example sentences, and then bam, you're thrown into drills. There's about 20 to
Now,
30.
I'm gonna before obviously this is a 7. I'm already pausing 5 times already within the first 2 minutes, 1 minute of a fucking 20-minute video, right? But it's like, bro, how many times? Because if he's doing, because realistically, I don't know if it's like a language nerd thing, but if you asked me to do, if you told me to start my Portuguese Duolingo course, because again, I don't use Duolingo to actually learn anymore. Like my gym example, right? I don't use Duolingo thinking I'm gonna get fluent. I only use it because it's the streak for primarily. I would say 80% of the reason I even use Duolingo at all because of the streak, the pride, the joy, the dopamine I get from seeing my streak go up, right? Then they added the haptics, sensation, neurodivergency, get my fucking hands involved in this shit, right? Feeling sensation in my phone vibrating because my streak's going up, right? But besides that, I need something to like keep my what is it called to sustain, maintain a certain familiarity with a language, right? With French and Spanish, I haven't done. I've had. I might just show you again my Duolingo, right? My Duolingo is pretty. I would say pretty impressive in a way, right? I'm gonna try to see if I can show you without getting confidential in this shit, right? So how do I even do it here? So as you can see, I got a couple things on there, right? Obviously I'm not studying all these languages, right? But this is over the course. There's a better way to show you this, right? But over the course of me even having all this Duolingo-ness, how do I even show you? So as you can see, it's a lot of XP, a lot of languages right there, right? A lot of languages. Obviously there's the big five up there. I put the most time into French, because French was my language. It's a hard language, bro. French was so hard for me because it was just something about it that I could not wrap my brain around as easily as I could with other languages, bro. Spanish have 17,000 XP, double the XP I have. Well, I have double the XP in French that I have in Spanish, and Spanish was my second language. Anyways, but all these languages, right? And none of them I'm actually expecting to get fluent in, but I'm keeping the ones that I actually want to learn in due time. I will be using Duolingo to maintain a level of familiarity. But if I go on Duolingo thinking I'm gonna get fluent in Hungarian with Duolingo, like what are we doing here? I'm not gonna get fluent in Dutch with Duolingo. I'm gonna build my platform. I'm gonna build my foundation, my familiarity with the sound. And that's not my only way I do that, but Duolingo is the easiest, most convenient way to do that. You know what I'm saying? And you get mad at Duolingo for not being a fully fleshed out language learning course. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
30 words per unit that Duolingo just expects you to memorize, and that's 1 unit. So I just have to do that 66 times. So how fluent will I get? Well, let's find out. Alrighty, so we're gonna start day number 1 here. What is my current Italian level? Well, it's currently ciao, come stai, bene, cazzo, and dai. And also hand gestures, I guess. I don't know if that counts. I do know a little bit of Spanish, so that hopefully does come in to help me in this.
You're a cook, buddy. That shit is way. It's not. It's obviously very similar. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a language fucking expert. I just know I just have an autistic fixation on this shit, right? But it's obviously Spanish is gonna help a lot. But the mouth shape you have to be using for Italian is gonna be, it's gonna you know what I'm saying. It's not gonna be the exact same feel. You're not gonna feel as spicy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to feel a little bit more zigzaggy instead of just going straight lines. It's gonna be a little bit more zigzaggy with Italian. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how I'm describing that, but if you're in my brain, you wouldn't be able to know what I'm talking about.
Challenge, but let's get into Italian. Let's get some Duolingo done. I'm definitely new to Italian, but I would guess that I know some common words. I want to start from scratch. All right, Unit 1, Lesson 1.
Caffè.
Caffè. Pretty obviously
Caffè.
coffee, don't need to click that one. All right, we got it. Coffee, caffè. I'm happy with that, 2 from 2.
Cornetto.
Cornetto. I'm gonna guess croissant.
Cornetto.
Croissant. Perfect lesson. Mwah. Bene. Oh, this is trying to subscribe me. All right, so, well, that means the subscription's gonna officially start now. $22.50 a month. Woo! $270. This is AUD, so it's not, it still seems like a lot though. No wonder I'm trying to do this in 7 days. All right, I'm on a 1-day streak. We'll take that. Commit to learning. Yeah, we'll go for 7 days. So many options. All right, and there we go. Unit 1, Section 1 is complete. Oh, no, it's not. It's 1 of 4 in Unit 1, Section 1. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we have to do that 3 more times.
So earlier when I was saying how I could do that shit in a week, yeah, not gonna lie, I forgot about it. Cause I'm in my head, I'm like, bro, so again, the streak, I only go on Duolingo to keep the streak, right? I don't go in there to learn anymore, which I should, because there's still, like, in French, bro. I'm damn near conversation. I'm basically conversational in French, right? But I don't I'm like halfway done with my Duolingo course. I still have like 2 more sections, 2 more courses to go before I'm like actually done with the whole course. And I can learn a lot still in Duolingo. So people actually need to actually learn the language to see what they don't know. Because if you're saying Duolingo's not gonna get you fluent in your own section 1 and you can't even speak a whole you can't write a whole essay in your target language, and you can't speak on Duolingo being bad. Also, I'm not sponsored by Duolingo, by the way. There's no sponsor here. So, like, let's not act like I'm saying this because I'm getting paid for it. If you wanna pay for it, if you I'm not gonna turn it down, right? But, like, I'm just saying Duolingo, it's a good app. You know what I'm saying? No sponsor.
And then we get to the next one. All right, so I'm going to grind these out. Andiamo. That's 1 unit down, and it's actually a little bit easier than I thought, so that's good, and I'm happy with that. Hopefully we just keep grinding. I'm also going to make sure that I start writing down at the end of each unit. I'm not sure if I'll do it right now or at the end of the day, just
People
for
might not be doing this
overall
either.
review,
They
just
might be saying,
through all the phrase.
people might just be doing the course and not actually writing things down. I don't write things down, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna complain about Duolingo not teaching you stuff, but you're not actually putting in the way you learn to into effect. Like me personally, I'm one of the my method of learning languages is immersion, right? I have to watch things in the way that they're said by locals, not local, by natives, right? I'm not gonna write stuff down in a notebook and then not know how they sound when they're said, right? Because yeah, that could work, but that's boring and that's not how I'm gonna learn it. So to do how you learn how you want to learn, and then you can't complain how Duolingo is not teaching you, right?
Books and just having some translated sentences to help either solidify what I learn or just refer back to try store in my memory. So we're going to continue grinding the next, I think, 9 units today and see how we go.
Oh. I'll be honest.
There we go. Unit 10 is complete. That is 10 units. 1 day. Good effort. I'm pretty happy with that. I've just unlocked section 2, as you can see here, and there's 27 units. So that's going to be fun.
Hopefully. Oh wait, I didn't even know that shit, bro. Once again, I'm pulling out the Duolingo, bro. Cause I don't even like really look at what I'm doing, bro. I'm saying, so right now, currently, cause I just took one of those I just took one of those unit tests, right, to skip to the next unit, and you can do that as far as you want to, right? But then it's literally a what's it called? It's a benchmark or whatever it's called, a progress identifier to see how good you are in the language. And if you can't pass it, then you can't pass it, right? So you can't skip to the next lesson. You have to learn what's in that lesson. But I just skipped it because in Portuguese, I've been doing a lot of the immersion, bro. My TikTok is now in Portuguese. I've been listening to Portuguese music 24/7, not 24/7, but every day, pretty much. And not Dr. uh, what's her name? Virginia. Learn with Virginia, right? I've been using resources. I don't use Duolingo to learn, but I have like look at this right now. Section 3, Unit 5, right? See how far I have to go from even at the bottom. My Portuguese is probably at like a C, not C, not even close to C, but my Portuguese is probably see how far I have to go, bro. I'm still on Unit Section 3, bro. Oh yeah, my bad, bro. You was cooking, bro. I did not think. I thought there was a lot less in there. In that whole goddamn, you know what I'm saying, resource. I thought it was just 4 sections. My bad. I mean, it's 4 sections, but I thought it was a lot less in there. My bad, bro. You got that.
Get them done in the next 2 days, but Unit 10 was... Scusa, mi sono perso. Dov'è la stazione? Non lo so, signore, mi dispiace. I'm tired as. I'm going to have a quick glance over these before I go to sleep, and then start on Section 2 tomorrow, Unit 1. So let's go. Andiamo. So for day 1, I
pausing again. I'm sorry. I'm not. But like, bro, that must be such a like neurotypical like thing to do, to be able to like focus and do that in terms of writing stuff down for several hours at a time. Obviously, you probably got up every now and then, but it's like to be able to color code and then have your translation under, like, bro, that's a lot for me, bro.
Smashed out 10 units, which is 15% of the course. It took nearly 5 hours. Then it was on to day 2 where some struggle began. Oh my God. Okay, I can definitely understand that this app is not built for what I'm doing. It's not built to be grinded like this, but oh my goodness, it's repetitive. Da-ding, da-ding. I hope that it gets a little bit less.
You can turn that off. You know what I'm saying? You can turn off your volume. You can not your volume, but obviously you have to be able to hear. But you can turn off your ringer, I think. But you can. But it's like, I don't know.
Repetitive as we go on, but this is what I've put myself into, and we're going to just keep going with it. If it's the cost of my sanity, that's okay. So I smashed through the next 2 days, continuing to grind, getting 15 units done on day 2, totaling 22% of the course, taking almost 7.5 hours. Then, at the end of day 3, absolute disaster struck. So there I am, finishing the final part of section 2, so we can get in and start section 3. I'll pause it here. Can you see the problem? Yep, that's right. There is 86 units in section 3. That is more units than I thought was in the entire course originally. So after being destroyed that I was probably going to have to cancel the video, I couldn't bring myself to finish any more units. I did 12 for the day and that was it. You can see the percentages have changed now that there's actually more than 66 units. They've nearly halved as there's actually 123 units. That means I've got 86 units to complete in the next 4 days. Oh.
You'd literally have to be putting in an actual shift of work, bro. Realistically, as a language nerd, I'm doing it for the love of the game, right? I'm doing it because I like to. I'm also probably autistic, so I just do it because I want to, right? But it's like, bro, even doing that, like he probably has encountered the language learning brain fog. But bro, when I'm even at work, right? 'Cause I do my little language learning at work, but it's like, when you are learning a language, right, and you're studying, you're consuming the language, right? You get that brain fog where like, bro, this should be shit that I know how to say, or I should understand, and it's just not entering my brain. It's just not coming into my skull right now.
All right, so I'm up for day 4, and yeah, we're just gonna put last night behind us. I now know that I have to do an extra 86 units. I thought it was only supposed to be 66. There's 86 just in the final section. I thought doing 10 units a day was hard enough. Now I'm gonna have to do 22 units a day for the next 4 days, for days 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, can't complain about it too much. This is what we signed up for. So we're going to go out and do it. All right. Andiamo. Day 4 was definitely the toughest day for whatever reason, even though it didn't take the longest. I was just so exhausted and a little bit down. Oh my goodness. Quando cominciamo a studiare arabo? Quando cominciamo a studiare arabo? Oh my God.
This is the brain fog I'm talking about, bro. Like, the shit that you should be doing effortlessly becomes genuinely difficult, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even like, bro, he obviously knows how to say it, right? The pronunciation and shit. But his brain is fried. His brain is literally fried, bro.
Ci esercitiamo. No, I'm over it. Nope. I'm quitting. Oh my goodness. I'm giving up on level 20. It's been well over 12 hours today. I don't know why these units seem so much longer, but they are. They've gone from like 3 activities in the first bit to like heaps. I'm hoping that
Pausing yet again, count it, bro. Take a shot every time I count, right? Every time I pause, right? But it's like, bro, Duolingo, they definitely, obviously, as a company, you wanna grow, right? You want to have the same thing for 10 years, right? Back in 2017 when I started, I don't think they had as much content on their app, at least in this format, because like, bro, the whole section thing, like the last 2 years, that was new, right? The whole, like, in terms of how it is currently, that format is new, I think. So maybe if you did this like in 2018, 2019, you probably would have had a way better time, but I'm not sure.
there's a camera over there because I can't really see that far at the moment. My eyes are so blurry and tired. But nevertheless, I think I'm going to go to bed now and then I'm going to wake up reinvigorated. Let's get this finished. Let's get to bed. And
I had a thought, stealing his idea, but it's like, bro, what if, because Fridays are now my content days. If any video that you're seeing right now of me reacting to something is gonna be on a Friday, I feel like, based on my current schedule. But I'm thinking, what if I just did a whole day of this, you know what I'm saying, of Portuguese from where I am now to trying to finish the unit out? Because like I'm halfway through. I'm on section 3. That's from me skipping stuff. And I already have a level of Portuguese, but I don't know. Probably not.
keep moving forward. Andiamo. Nevertheless, we just about completed 20 units, taking over 11.5 hours, totaling 16% of the entire course. Then day 5 was just the same as the other days, with more willpower, slowly draining, but something got me excited and perked me up a little bit. After writing down the key phrases in Unit 26, there was finally some explanation and tips for what I'm actually learning and what is actually happening in the language, something I've been begging for the entire time. My first conjugation table, look at it, it's so beautiful.
Oh, conjugation.
Now, obviously,
Oh
the app
my
is for
God.
beginners and to make it easy as possible, but as someone that enjoys learning language, I love seeing this. Unfortunately, it wasn't very actionable for me at this point because I was just focused on finishing the entire course. Anyway, it was another 20 units down, another 16% completed, and another 11 hours closer to finishing the course. Day 6, I realized that the units actually had gotten a little smaller, which is great. The bloating of some of the units was dropped, and most important parts was still there. I completed up to Unit 60 in Section 2, even though they did start getting longer again by the end, with a record day of 11 hours and 45 minutes. Which brings us to the final day. So,
Bruh, based off like language nerd consumption experience, bruh, like he might go to Italy after this challenge and not know a single word of Italian, bro. He might not even remember the word ciao, bro. You know what I'm saying? He might, bro. Sometimes like the brain is so interesting, bro, because like you'll be doing something like this, right? And you'll just do all this not even progressive overload. You'll do this intense mental workout, right? And you'll do all that and not know a single word when you actually need to know the words. It's crazy, bro.
this is the final day, day 7.
What a nigga
I'm
invisible,
going
bro.
to start the grind. I
Nigga,
thought I was
nigga,
grinding in the
steamroller,
first
motherfucker.
6 days, but today I believe we have 26 units to get through. The idea was to do the exams on the same day, but I think I might have to do those tomorrow because
Not to be weird, but it's like, bro, if I was doing this shit, bro, y'all could not see my ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he's obviously not in pitch black, but you could probably see me. But god damn, I look like his goddamn bed frame back there, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
I think I'm going to be toasted by the end of today. 26 units. The first 3 days I did 27 units. So according to that, we might struggle, but it means we're definitely in for an over 12-hour day. And we're going to try hype myself up, maybe go for an ice bath and get started. It's 6 a.m. means we should be done by past 6 p.m. I'm
Yeah, niggas' brains
confused.
already
Anyway,
fried, bro.
let's go. Let's do this.
Jeez.
The final andiamo. Oh my goodness, that's it. That's it. 2 minutes 45. We've finished the subjunctive. Oh, that took so long. This has taken me over an hour, just that one unit. That is by far the longest unit I've done in this entire course. Past subjunctive is done. We have 6 more units. We are about to talk about politics for Unit 86, Section 3. Okay, this is the last unit, 122 units down, 1 to go. Let's see how long it takes. Let's finish this final day and I'll be happy when this is finally done. Apparently, we've made it to the last talking about politics, Unit 86 review. Collect the Unit 86 trophy by passing this challenge. Give me that trophy, baby.
Ha portato la causa in tribunale.
Ha portato la causa in tribunale. It does, but please. 2 minutes 20 on the final one. We've finished 86, 27 and 10.
This is for A1? Yeah, buddy. You're only at A1? Yeah, bro, we might be cooked here. Holy shit.
Oh my goodness. 2,785 words. Do I know them all? Absolutely not. But we have a lot to practice. Oh my God, I've never crammed anything like this in my life. God, I can go to sleep. Oh my goodness, let's do this exam.
Like
I'm going to bed.
bro.
We're doing the exam
The
tomorrow.
odds are telling it all, bro.
I'm so happy that this is finally done. So we smashed out more than 16 hours in the final day, 26 total units
16 hours. 16 hours. Oh my god.
completed today, and I did more hours today than in the first 3 days combined. I reckon it would take more like 100 hours if you weren't trying to go through it as fast as you physically could, which is what I've been doing. So I reckon if you spent 3 months going through it, probably be more worthwhile. Anyway, let's just see how fluent we got. All right, my bags are packed. I've woken up. I had the best sleep I've ever had. And I'm ready to do this Italian test. We're starting here with this A1 exam. Let's see how we go. I don't know how difficult it is. Come ti chiami? What's your name? Okay, that seems easy enough. Okay. In Firenze, there's a lot of museums and monuments. Ci sono... Oh no, c'è tanti... Ci sono tanti musei e monumenti. La casa di Mario è piccola. Nella sua casa ci sono un soggiorno con cucina e una camera da letto. Una... Ciao mamma, io esco con gli amici. Lì. I still haven't got that. Lì.
Yeah, bro. Same thing with Portuguese. Not the same thing, but like there's a word in Portuguese that I continue to struggle with to this day, bro. Lhe. Lhe. It's spelled LHE. And it's like it's weird because like that sound itself is really easy to make. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I learned to say it is just to take the word million and then just take everything else and just leave the li milli. Just like você li eu você li. You know what I'm saying? So the li when I say it after like the fifth time practicing it, right, I can say it. But when I'm just saying it casually, I cannot say that shit, bro.
Lì. Ciao mamma, io esco con gli amici. Mamma. Va bene, ciao. Okay. I don't know if you say arrivederci, ciao. I'm going out with my friends. Di dove sei? Sei di Firenze? No, non sono di Firenze, sono di Milano. Lei è Anna. She's Anna, and vive a Roma. Okay. Non ho capito. Oof, that's a hard one to say. Puoi ripetere? No, I've got the ripetere. Ripetere. Non ho capito, puoi ripetere, per favore? Cosa hai fatto durante le vacanze? Cosa hai fatto durante le vacanze? Ho visitato Venezia e I suoi canali. What do you do on vacation? I visited Venice.
Looking at bro, I love looking at languages, bro. This shit is so like beautiful to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know much Italian. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably I'm like not even I'm barely A1 in Italian, bro. But this shit just looks like the fact that this is still in the same language family as English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, Romance languages, Romanian, all that stuff, right? But it's so different. And it should people understand this because they just know it from birth, like the history of a language to get to this point where it looks like it is now. It's just oh my
Oh, here we go. Mi piacciono gli spaghetti e mi piace la Nutella.
and just like the sound, bro. Like for example, let's say so let's right. You know what I'm saying? You see the big text on the bottom of the screen, the fine print part, right? That's my native language right there, English, right? That looks perfectly normal to me. But if you were a non-native English speaker, someone that didn't have any experience in English, that looks like a bunch of gibberish to you, right? Like, let me try to read some of this Italian stuff with a I can speak like an Italian, like well not what am I talking about? What am I talking about? But like I could fake an Italian accent to read something in Italian, right? I could pronounce stuff. I should say that's how to say it better, right? But it's like let me read one of these sentences. Al ristorante dove amo. I don't know. I don't really know the word for this, right? Ordinare un tavolo, right? But in English, please acknowledge that to ensure the proper functioning of the module, data will be shared with relevant third parties, including Alphabet, Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? That's normal to me. And that's because it's my native language, and that's English. It's in the same family, but it's so different. I mean, I don't know if you're not a language nerd, you probably wouldn't get how passionate this stuff is, how I am for this stuff, right? It's weird.
Mi piace. I don't know the difference between mi piacciono and mi piace. Let's just pretend it's plural, so we're gonna go plural and not plural. Gli spaghetti. I'm not sure about that one. Next one. Al ristorante dobbiamo prenotare un tavolo per 2 persone per 2 notte. All right, that's A1. Okay, agree and continue. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, give me the answers. Come ci sono 9 energy.
Cooked.
Yes! I actually wasn't expecting to get all of them. I wasn't sure about this one, I'm not gonna lie. Easy. Okay. We got 100% on the A1 test. Okay. Let's give A2 a try. I'm
A2.
1 star in Italian. Andiamo! Okay. Marco ha visitato... Okay, they all mean the same thing. Ooh, 7 out of 12. Okay, so 7 out of 12 for that. So I didn't quite make it to A2. Let's do another one. I'm gonna do another exam to see if I can see what I get on the A2 one. 14 out of 30. Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm definitely not A2. I got 14 out of 20 on that one as well.
That's what I was saying, bro. Like, shout out to him for doing the whole Duolingo course, that part of the course. But like, bro, I was looking at the part earlier where it was like A1, and I'm like, damn, this nigga put in like 50 hours for the week on just an A1 part of the course. Obviously, that an A1 level of a course of any language is not going to be necessarily easy, but it would never be that much effort, right? Because you'd be doing it slowly, and it wouldn't be very much learning. It would just be, I mean, obviously you'd be learning, but it wouldn't be very hard, right? But for that, all that just for being A1 is crazy. Like I thought the way that Duolingo worked, which is why people would complain about it, was that the whole thing would be from A1 from the very first lesson to get you to C2, the very last one, bruh. But all that just for A1 is kind of it's for me personally as a Duolingo super fan. No pun intended, 'cause I'm a Duolingo super user, right? But it's like I'm thinking, wow, if that's all that worked for A1, then there should be no reason you can't get to a good level of fluency with using Duolingo only.
Is done and dusted. We are halfway through A2, I would say. I would say that's probably pretty possible from just doing Duolingo to get to A2. For me, like in those exams there, the hardest thing was, I guess, A2 is a lot more different tenses, more prepositions, and I haven't really gone over them. I don't understand the rules for any of them. Just sometimes it's something and then sometimes it's something else. I haven't looked into that, so that's something definitely gonna have to look into when I fly over there. Anyway, I'm happy. I would say this is a success. I don't think that anyone should do this themselves. I think you could easily just maybe pay for a month and do it, or maybe 2 months and just finish it over 2 months, get it all done, grind through it, make as many mistakes as you can, get better, get the vocabulary. Also, it's really good for listening. I think the speaking in Duolingo is really good. I think Duolingo is a great resource. I don't think it's meant to be used just by itself. I think the free
Oh, fuck, what I do? Wait,
really good. I think Duolingo is a great resource. I don't think it's meant to be used
you'll hear that, right? Because like, let me play
just
one more
by
time.
itself. Duolingo is
One more
really
time.
good. I think Duolingo is a great resource. I don't think it's meant to be used just by itself.
What did I say? So, as the Duolingo expert that I am, you know what I'm saying? It's really like I noticed this shit from a mile away, right? Duolingo expert, you know what I'm saying? Language expert that I am. But yeah, let's continue.
I think the free version is also more than enough if you want to use it. I wish there was a different way that they would encourage people to subscribe, and that was not by limiting the amount of mistakes, because mistakes is the whole way that you get better at learning a language. Every time you make a mistake, it's a chance to fire up neuroplasticity and learn something. So I wish that was a little bit different. But other than that, I think Duolingo is a pretty good resource. Are you going to get fluent? No. Am I fluent? Absolutely not. I would say I'm nearly A2. Now, am I nearly A2 in speaking? I haven't spoken to a single person. So besides the AI chat in Duolingo, I've spoken to absolutely no one. I'm off to Italy tomorrow, going to Sydney today to fly out. So I'm very excited for this trip. I'm going to be spending 30 days in Italy.
30 days.
Getting as much
30 days. God damn, nigga. You could. God damn.
Italian immersion as possible. Hopefully,
30
I'll be
days.
practicing my speaking. I'll be posting the vlogs on the second channel and then posting my results to see how fluent you can get in 1 month of learning Italian in Italy after this video. I might have a few videos in between. Nevertheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in Italy.
Bruh. Shout out Duolingo. Let me see what the comments say, because like I'm gonna say that there's gonna be comments, a good mix of people saying, I'm gonna say there's more people saying talking negatively about Duolingo. But I feel like there's gonna be a good mix of people not shitting on Duolingo. Let's see. This is basically a French people expect every tourist to prepare for. Funny comment. Imagine trying to compete on the leaderboard. Oh yeah, bro, that would have been insane, bro. So, bro, I'm lucky. I used to be like really locked in on leaderboards, bro. I was really trying to get number one in the hoes, bro. It was crazy. Early abuse a free trial. People got to 48K. We got the top of the leaderboard. I've been really doing Italian for 3 months. Anything speed up inspired me. Turkey. Okay, never mind. People aren't really saying much, but let me see this. He said he's talking about languages on his channel. Let me see what he's talking about. Oh, he moved to Italy. Okay, he didn't. Okay. Okay. Well, he's not doing super like a lot of fucking.
Andiamo.
But, you know. So yeah, shout out Connor Curtis, bro. WW video, bro. Shout out Duolingo too. Please sponsor me.
Yeah.